This is the best money glitch in Forza Horizon 5 you guys can use following this guide to be able to make millions of credits very easily and quickly for all platforms. So first off, let's go on and jump straight into it on exactly what you need to go on and get started. There'll be one car, and this is a lot different from other glitches you might have seen on my channel or other people's channels before. It's not like the contemporary glitch you might have seen with the Mosler or the Ferrari 599XX Evo. This is actually going to be slightly different, and the car you'll be wanting to find is one that you can actually get on the auction house, the Morris Minor Forza Edition. Now, there have been a few glitches with this car in the past, but nothing really as of late, and when I will be showing this video will be a bit different to what you've most likely seen before. Now, generally these cars are pretty expensive in terms of the buyouts, however you can often bid on them for a lot cheaper. So for example, this one, there's no competitors bid on it. I could quite easily get this for around 600,000 credits, but if I wanted to be more patient, that's only because this one has 1 minute left. If I wanted to be more patient, I could easily go for one that's taking a little bit longer. Let's say putting a bid on this one with 50 minutes to go, maybe it ends up selling for 200,000, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna go on and buy one of these out. Now, whether you want to buy it out or you want to bid on it is completely up to you and how patient you want to be in terms of the budget. But all I'm going to say is, regardless of what price you pay for it, within that 100,000 to 1.1 million credit range, the credit's going to make back extremely quickly. So in any case, it's a very good investment and very worthwhile to go on and spend the credits on for the sake of this glitch. Now, once you get your car, there are going to be a few things you'll need to do in terms of upgrades to it. Now, firstly, you'll want to go on and get a good tune. This is going to be pretty important because you have to make sure the car isn't rear wheel drive. If you're using a car that's front wheel drive or all wheel drive, it of course will not work for the sake of this glitch. So on upgrades and tuning, you can go in and find tuning setup. It doesn't really matter what you use as long as it's rear wheel drive. You can see on the bottom right of the screen towards the drivetrain on that tuning menu, you can see RWD, or the tune has AWD. Now by default it is rear wheel drive, so you could just use it perfectly as is because the overall upgrades aren't too important. But if you did want to download a tune, that's where you could find one with rear wheel drive as well. For example, if you bought yours and it came with all wheel drive from the auction house pre-tune that was already on it. Now once you've gone ahead and make sure it's rear wheel drive, it's very important you got to max out virtually all of these skill perks. You don't need every single one. For example, the bottom right perk you can avoid, but the rest will be pretty important in terms of how much money you're able to make from this glitch, as well as other rewards like XP and skill points, which will of course help you guys make more money in the long run. Now for instance, you guys might go in and see that I've got 100 million super wheel spins, and if you're wondering how and you want to skip it on the glitch, you guys want to go in and check out the pinned comment to learn more. Pretty much unlimited credits and super wheel spins instantly for PS5, PC and Xbox. Go in and check out my channel in the bio to learn more on how that works. So go to Creative Hub, Event Lab, Event Blueprint, and go in and put in this share code that I'll be putting on screen. Now it's very possible this share code could get patched pretty soon, so if it does, you guys already know I'll be the first to come out with a new one. It's 162483071. Like I said, it is pretty common that developers will of course remove these events after people use them for quite a while to make credits. So when they do get removed, or if you're watching this and at the time of watching the video the share code does not work, go on and check out my channel for a recent variation of an upload, as I would have already made a new video covering a new and improved variation of the glitch. Now in terms of difficulty settings, you'll need to know it's extremely important you make sure you're on the difficulty mode unbeatable. That'll of course be a non-negotiable. If you don't use unbeatable as a difficulty mode, which I'll go on and show you guys now, the glitch simply will not work. It's extremely important. The rest isn't too important other than having it on manual mode. So unbeatable in terms of driver tire difficulty, extremely important. Then shifting, manual, but of course it's not mandatory, but mostly driver tire difficulty on unbeatable is what you guys need to have. As soon as the event starts, you click that start race event, all you need to do is hold down the handbrake. You don't need to hold down the accelerator or anything like that, just the handbrake will do. And just quickly, most of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to help us hit 150k and stay up to date with the best Forza glitches, content, news and more, be sure to tap that button. It really helps out a lot. Now, if you didn't have unbeatable mode on, you would actually start the race behind that barrier there, because your car, of course, will be placed further back on the starting grid. So unbeatable means your car will be at the front, which is why it's so important to do this. Now, the race will only really last around 20 seconds. After sitting here just holding the handbrake for around 20 seconds, it comes to an end. You guys will of course place first, and that's all you need to do. You don't have to drive any sort of race for a long time. You don't have to be grinding the same thing over and over again. Very simple. All you literally need to do is get in the event, hold down the handbrake, and boom, after 20 seconds you'll come first, and here are the rewards. 10,000 XP right off the rip, and on top of that you guys will also get 67,000 credits. However, the good thing about this is that sometimes the rewards may differ. If you go back in Event Lab, back in Event Blueprints, go all the way to My History, you can go in and run the event back, and sometimes you'll earn more credits than other times. For example, at times you can get up to around 40,000 XP and 125,000 credits from doing this. And of course there will be something that's important, is if you have VIP or not. So VIP is of course an add-on you can purchase for Forza, or you get it for free within the Ultimate Edition version of the bundle, so the more expensive version of the game. And if you do have that, you actually get twice the amount of credits and XP. So that's a little bonus as a reference point. If you see your friend making more money than you and you're wondering how, he probably has VIP and you don't. But let's go and do this race again and see how much money you get from the second time around. So as you guys can see, I've gone and done it again, finished first place for a second lap. And once you guys load back out of the map, you'll go and see the rewards. Sometimes you get a little bit more than others, but generally it's pretty consistent in terms of how much you can make, which is easily going to be over 100,000 credits per minute, given it only takes around 20 seconds per race event you do. So there you guys can see, easy 10,000 XP again, and on top of that, 67,000 credits. So easily over 100,000 credits every single minute, which of course will be stacking up into millions. Go on and drop a like, subscribe to my channel for more, and check out the pinned comment to learn more about how to get a billion Super Bowl spins instantly in Forza Horizon 5.